At the Labor Department, we've got Lizzie O'Leary, who is standing by to give us all of those jobs numbers. Lizzie.
80,000 jobs, Betty. 80,000 jobs created in the month of October, missing the forecast by just a little bit. The unemployment rate ticking down just a hair to 9%. But we did have some positive revisions in the past 2 months. The net for August and September, that's 102,000 more jobs. We're still talking about a 12-month pace of about 125,000 jobs created every month in the past year. A lot of the internals, things are pretty much unchanged. The average work week was unchanged to 34.3 hours. Average hourly earnings up about 5 cents year over year. That's up about 1.8%. There are, though, some positive things in the long-term numbers. Remember, we have seen these dismal long-term unemployment numbers. But long-term unemployment actually fell, as did the total number of folks unemployed. Just a hair. 13.9 million Americans are unemployed. And the long-term percentage of that, more than 6 months, declined by to 42.4% of the population. And that's the biggest drop on record, though obviously we have the largest population on record now. Part-time unemployment, when folks couldn't find any other kind of job, also fell, which means we saw the U6, that so-called real unemployment rate, fall a little bit to 16.2%. So some of the really grim long-term trends have reversed just a tiny bit in this report. Across the population, it is private jobs, 104,000 created, but a loss of 24,000 government jobs. And most of those are not education related. They are state government jobs. That's where those losses come in. The winning sectors, professional and business services, education and health, leisure, retail, those have all been relatively strong. But the big losers, government and construction. But really, Betty, the overall number, 80,000 jobs gained in the month of October. The unemployment rate holding essentially steady, comes down a hair to 9%.
So let me get to Mike, and you want to pull out some more things from this report, right?
Well, the first thing I want to look at, Betty, is those revisions, and here's why. We have seen a trend in revisions higher. As the months go by, the months previous get revised much higher. Remember, August initially was reported as flat, no jobs at all. We sold off tremendously in the markets, but look what was created, 158,000 jobs. So that tells you this 80,000 jobs for this month stands a good chance of being increased as we go through the next couple of months' revisions. So maybe the jobs picture is a little bit better than it looks. And if we're getting 158,000, it suggests that we are at least filling all of the jobs that are being created each month by new entrants to the workforce. So that's good news. But it has been a very volatile year, up and down. The point, though, the last couple of months, we've seen jobs created. And that is good news because it suggests we have moved away from the danger of recession. The unemployment report, well, that was largely a function of more jobs being created than anything else. We've said in the past it was a labor force number, but in this case, it really wasn't. It was more the fact that jobs were created. So all in all, not a bad report. We're still not getting out of the hole, but we're not getting any deeper.